What's up? What's up? My name is Shelton.
I'm Key.
We are your favorite couple.
And we decided to do the Heart to Heart Challenge by Keeping Up with the Griffins. This is the second year, and sorry we didn't get it done in February, but hey, remember it's Love 365. Yeah, so we have the questions here, and let's get this thing rolling.
First question, what is your anniversary date and how long have you been together?
So our anniversary date is October 11th, 2011. Oops, I messed up. Not October 11th.
Yeah.
It's October 17th, 2011. Right. And so this year it will be... How long? You tell me. Do you know?
12 years.
Yes, it'll be 12 years that we've been married. We've been together for, I don't know.
Eternity. Yeah. Next question. Question number 2. Tell us the story of the first time you saw each other.
Okay, so let's go and do like when we were adults.
Let's do adult.
Okay, so we were adults. We met at
Victory Tavern.
Yeah, so at a club, I guess. I didn't even know I was going there. I went with a friend. He went for a friend's event. 2 different events, same location. And when he came sliding across the floor to Pretty Boy Swag, I thought he was trying to approach one of my friends. So then after some time, I recognized who he was, and we exchanged numbers, and the rest is history.
That's right. I walked right up to her, built up the courage, said a few words.
Wait, you didn't walk.
Well, I glided.
You were sliding and gliding.
Hey, I made it over there. We exchanged numbers and everything else have been history. I can't keep her away from me. Whatever. Question number 3. What qualities or trait do you see in me, and what's your favorite?
One quality trait that I see in you, number 1 is loyalty. Number 2 is your creativity. You are loyal to who and what you are loyal to. So if you're down for something, you are loyal to it until the end. If you're not, then you're just not. And your creativity is unmatched. So I love that side of you, the creativity part and how you rock with those that you actually rock with.
That's true. My circle is small.
Yeah, it's small.
Very small.
Mm-hmm.
So about you, one of my traits that I love about you is...
One of your traits?
Well, your trait. It's yours. It's not mine. It's yours. Because you're very organized with everything, and your time management is unmatched. So she's a planner. So I guess that goes with her field. So she makes sure everything has to be in order. If it's not in order, you're wasting my time. So that's a wonderful trait to have. I bet many of you guys wish you had that trait. Too bad my wife possessed it.
Whatever, a lot of people have that.
So question number 4, what is the biggest lesson you have learned from each other?
The biggest lesson I've learned dealing with this guy literally is to plan. So now he plans vacations in terms of how we're going to get there, when it's going to occur. If it's a brand new location, he may plan, an excursion or whatever. But if it's just, an event, or if we have a free weekend and we want to do something, I need to have that plan, especially when it comes to food. Most of the biggest arguments and disagreements come from what you want to eat. No, what you want to eat. What you want to eat. So just go ahead and make that decision. That's my biggest thing right there. Just plan it all out. You don't have to worry about any of that.
I think for me is understanding that we're both trying to win, and we both are leaders. So you could just imagine 2 individuals trying to lead and get to a destination, or just trying to succeed in life. So I think that's the biggest lesson I learned. Sometimes it's okay to step back and allow your wife to lead, long as she's leading the right way, but also be there to protect her at the same way if something fails. I think that's my biggest lesson that I learned. Question number 5, how do you define love?
For me, again, love is actionable. So you can say it all day long. It is an emotion, but it's also an action for me. If you say that you love me, but you're not showing it, then I don't believe you. And the way that you show is not necessarily materialistic things. You know, I do like some of them. It's just the way that you care, the way that you handle me. Let's just say that. And if it's authentic, if it's real, it's the quality of time, not necessarily the quantity. All those things come with the action of love.
And I think love is, like you said about being a verb, an action word. You can say it all day long. It doesn't mean nothing if you can't show it to me, you know, or you just write it down. That's great. That's fantasy. But I think it's knowing how to express love. And everybody has so many different love languages, right? But you got to know your wife or your spouse love language. You got to know how to respond to the way that she wants to be responded to. So that's what I believe about love. Of course, connecting God with love and understanding that love is so, you know, it's balled up or bundled into God. So if you're connected to God, your action is going to flow down into a way that it will love your spouse or your girlfriend in a special way. So love is special.
Yes, it is.
Question number 6. How did having children change you as a couple? If you don't have children, how do you think it will affect you if you did?
I think like, okay, we don't have children. Like, this is my son.
This is my daughter.
However, because we like to travel, having children may slow us down a little in the travel game, but I also can just see us wanting to expose them to the world like we like to be exposed. So the only thing I can say is that I think we will still travel, maybe not as much or as frequently as we do without the children. But also, I think having the kids will allow us to even be more childlike, because we're two big kids. So I can just see us going to, like, we go to Universal, going to Disney World, and now we have an even greater excuse to want to skip the line and push people out the way and all of that. So that's what I see. I just see it enhancing who we are in our relationship instead of it being problematic. Now, so if we have children, right, and if we don't, hey, we're still good. We're still going to continue to be big kids.
Yeah, like you said, I think it will definitely enhance and also elevate us as parents, and also elevate our children, because they will be learning about these different places that we do travel. Now they're able to see it firsthand, in person. So I think that's going to elevate us as a family and strengthen us as a family, because we're exploring and enjoying life together that way. But for both of us, we didn't get a chance to travel when we was young or as children. We didn't get a chance to go to some of these places that we read about, that our teacher made us to do homework about or tests and study about. Now we have the ability to do it now as adults. And I think it would definitely enhance our family.
Right, and then even like right now we're on a cruise ship and we went to the Diamond and Platinum ceremony, and the youngest person on the ship who's platinum was, how old was she? 2?
She was 2 years old.
And she's been
diamond.
She's been exposed to all of this, and that's how I think it will be with our children. So
most definitely. Question number 7: what movie or sitcom couple will you like our relationship to be similar to?
Would I like
We are a movie. We are the movie.
We are
the sitcom.
But what is it? Would I like, or
what movie or sitcom couple will you like our relationship to be similar to?
I'm gonna say Claire and Heathcliff Huxtable. Going back to old school Cosby Show.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah, and I'm saying that because she was a lawyer.
And he was a doctor.
And they were able to be successful in their careers,
right,
as well as raise a family.
Right.
And I think that's us, because we are both career oriented and driven, and we also love family. So to be able to fuse those two, I think that will be. And they had a good time. They were well cultured, and that's how we are.
Right.
You know, we can. Yeah, and that's that's
Bill had fun with the kids. It was just it was a good loving family to see on screen. So that's one family. What about movie? Anything as it relates to movie? I just know this sitcom fits us 100%.
I don't know about a movie, but I'm gonna rock with the sitcom.
Most definitely.
Yes.
Question number 8. What is something that you think we both have in common?
We're both goofy. Don't act like that.
I'm not goofy. I'm much more like a comedian.
No, you want to be, but you are goofy. A comedian who cracks jokes all the time and laughs at his own jokes.
I know nothing wrong with laughing at your own jokes.
But you're goofy.
You don't have
accept
a crowd. You don't have an audience. It's okay.
It's okay. We'll accept it.
So we're both goofy.
We are. But we are. We both like to have a good time, and we both work hard. That's right. What we do have in common.
Work hard, play hard.
Yes. You have anything else?
Hey, you spot on.
Okay.
Spot on. Number 9. What brings you the most joy in our relationship / marriage?
Honestly, it may sound cliche, but seeing him happy.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And I mean, and it's really because, like, I don't know, he is a big kid, he is goofy, but he's very particular when it comes to certain things that he does like buying him a gift. It's not that easy. You know, there are certain things that he likes and certain things that he does not like. He's appreciative, but I can always tell when he really likes something. So seeing him happy, genuinely happy, that makes me happy.
I think definitely for me, seeing the hard work that you put in, even from your career, and you getting these accolades, and when you won this award, I felt like I won it too. You know, of course I took a picture with it too because I stayed out the way while she was, achieving this goal. But seeing your hard work and seeing you get rewarded for the hard work, I think that praises for me, and knowing that you are my wife and knowing that your job recognizes you. And so it's like when you win, I'm happy. And also just seeing you happy in general, it just excites me. Knowing it's like a completion.
Aww.
Question number 10. What are some short-term and long-term goals you think we have as a couple?
Short-term goal, retire.
Most definitely. We want to retire at a reasonable early age.
I want to retire like next week.
Okay. I gotta buy some lottery tickets. I gotta do some slot machines or something. But we definitely, that's short-term goal. We definitely want to have multiple streams of income.
Let's say this: we want to increase. So short term, we have multiple streams of income. We want to increase our multiple streams of income.
I'll take that.
And then long term, we want it to be where our income is working for us. So meaning we have all these things going on, because there's a lot that happens behind the scenes that we don't share necessarily. But we want to get to a point at which we don't have to continue to do a 9-to-5 plus what we're doing on the side. We want to be able to establish a foundation on our own, have others work for us, and we can entrust them to do so, and we can continue to travel and just live life.
Exactly. Well said. And I want to add to that long-term goals is we definitely want to have a lot of real estate. A lot of properties, maybe a property in the Caribbean where it can make money for us.
Yes.
It's a lot of things that we want to do, but we don't want to disclose it because we want to pray over our goals, pray over our short-term goals. I definitely want to make sure our individual goals, we be able to reach our individual goals, which collectively will be able to reach our ultimate goals. So I think that is huge, Question number 11. At this point in time, today, right now, what are you most excited about in our marriage, in our relationship?
What I'm most excited about is actually just every day. I mean, I'm working on this. The word, I have to always go to the word. It tells us to be anxious for nothing, but in all things through prayer and supplication, make your requests known to Him, and that's what we do. So every day I wake up excited and grateful for what it is that we could, for the possibilities. So, like I said, we have a lot of things that are happening behind the scenes, and every day is something new. It's a new journey. It's a new adventure. It's a new discovery. It may even be a new challenge.
Right.
But I'm thankful that we have the opportunity to deal with that challenge, and that He gives us the knowledge, the skill set, or whatever we need in order to work through it. So the thing that I'm most excited about right now, again, is the new adventure that we haven't disclosed yet, so we can't fully say, but I'm just excited about that, and I'm excited to be where I am right now. We're on the ship. I'm sad to see that this trip is coming to an end, but I'm excited.
Yeah.
I mean, you?
No, when it says about at this time, I think about the time, the ability. You can't go back and get another 24 hours back and make it the same exact way that it was yesterday. So I think God's grace and His mercy, His ability to grant us another day or second chance. So I think at this point I'm learning to continue to be patient and various ways to communicate and approach a situation in a different way. I think that allows us to move forward. I think that helps out a lot. That's what I'm super excited about. Learning something new, giving a new day is a new approach to your marriage. That's my song there. So question number 12, in what ways can we continue building and strengthen our marriage?
Oh, that's it? You said that?
Let me read it again. Question number 12, in what ways can we continue building and strengthen our relationship / marriage?
Okay. Communication.
Communication.
Wait, number 1, keep God first.
Keep God first.
Number 2, communication. So communicating openly and honestly with each other. And then keeping others out of your business.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's it.
Those are like the golden rules of a relationship or a marriage. But to kind of break that communication down, you want to make sure you have effective communication. I mean, you can communicate but you want to make sure the one person understands what you're saying, and it's clear understanding, and there's nothing in the middle. That's very concise. Be clear and be very concise with your communication. Making
sure you're listening and not just like, I hear you, yes, but I mean, are you really listening? Are you really comprehending what's being said? If if your feelings were hurt, did you really express that appropriately to the individual? Like if I tell him that, okay, I don't care what we have for dinner, and he brings home something that I don't like, and I'm mad, I can't get mad because I said I didn't care. Now, if I know that there's something that I want, then I'm just using food as an example, but it's my responsibility to communicate that appropriately and say, hey, I want yada yada yada. Now at that point, if he chooses not to, if he tells me he's going to get it, he chooses not to, then he's the problem.
Yeah. But the thing about it, I think one of the helpful tips is making sure that you repeat what your spouse said. So you don't care what you want to eat, right, Key? Okay, let me go grab something. So I think repeating it helps, because it's putting it out there in the atmosphere, and she heard what she said. So making sure that communication is on point, putting God first, meaning above everything, praying over everything you do, your trips, your finance, your new friends or friends that you currently have, so making sure you're putting God first, attending church or having church at home, because at the end of the day, it starts at home. So that keeping people out your business, what you should share and what you should not share. So be mindful of that. That's even with social media, Instagram, any other platform, or YouTube. You represent each other. So when she leaves the house and she goes to work, you represent us. You got my last name, baby. I don't have your last name, so I don't have to. No, I'm just joking. So question number 13. What is your love language?
You go first.
Ooh-wee. I think for me, it's definitely, I want to say quality time. I could be wrong, but it could be like a blend or a fusion of quality time or words of affirmation. Because I can see myself asking like, hey, did I do it right? Did I look, do I look good? Or sometimes, hey, babe, what'd you think about this? Hey, what did you like the food I cooked? Asking those words.
When last time you cooked?
No, but I think it's between those two and quality time, because we're always trying to find a sector of time. Any way that we can look at our schedules and try to find time. Make that time with your spouse. You got that spouse for a lifetime, right? So find time.
Yes, I do.
What about you?
I think yours definitely would be words of affirmation. That would be you. For me, it's quality time.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Anything else? It's just solid quality time.
It's quality time, and then with that, I feel like the others will come along. But it's quality time. Like, yeah, quality time.
Yeah, I think when you identify your love language, you'll know exactly how to respond to your mate. And if your mate also love language is quality time, guess what you should do? Make quality time.
Quality time.
Hey, that's my jam. But find time to take time out within the month, a date night, play cards at the house, do something that relates just you and I, me and I. Relates me and I. But find ways to make that work, that quality time, or identifying that love language, any way that you can enhance your marriage or relationship. That's going to be very important. Question number 14. We're down to the end.
Oh, this is the last one?
Last question.
Wow.
Question number 14. Based on your own relationship / marriage, what advice could you offer other couples that may help them in some way?
My thing again is always keep God first, and I know everyone has their own beliefs. As for me and my house, yes, God first, and communication. I mean, it seems so trivial, it seems so simple, but it is the hardest thing to do. We assume that the other person knows what we're thinking. Some of us will say, I know my brother will say that all the time, he wears his emotions on his sleeve. So if you wear it on your sleeve, you feel like everybody can see it, and that's not necessarily the case. So communicate effectively and keep other folk out your business, because sometimes, especially, I know a lot of married people who have single best friends, and they take their marital problems and just expose all that information to their single best friends, and then they will take the advice from that single person's perspective and try to apply it to their marriage. And sometimes it's good advice, sometimes it doesn't work. And then if something goes wrong and you talk all of this smack about, I'm gonna leave him and and then one day something else sparks and you want to stay, everybody talking about you. Well, they wouldn't be talking about you if you would have never told them your business. So keep them out of your business. Communicate effectively with your spouse or with the person, your partner, whoever you're in a relationship with. And again, just keep God first.
And remember that this is your relationship with your spouse. You don't owe it to nobody but you and your spouse and God. This is one of the greatest union that God provided. Sorry. It's something about having a go through journey in your life with somebody that's going to ride with you, that's going to be there with you, that's going to support you, that's going to motivate you. That's the exciting part about being married, for better or worse. Till death do us part. Somebody that's going to have your back. I'm not talking about that Bonnie and Clyde type thing. We're not robbing banks, but somebody that's going to have your back 100%. So this is your relationship. It's not Mama Joe and Mama June relationship. This is your relationship. So make sure that you're able to be yourself in your relationship. Not the person you met, not the person that you portraying to be, but be yourself, meaning be completely naked in your relationship. Meaning like, just be yourself. You know, you don't have to, like, if you talk a certain way, be able to talk that way. And if you know, because later on, it's going to truly come out later on. You cannot just continue to pretend to be somebody else through your relationship, and then that somebody else is going to show up later. So, you know, that's how I feel about it. Just continue to be yourself. So when you first meet someone or meet that spouse, just lay everything out. Like, hey, this is what happened in my last relationship. This is what happened.
You're gonna scare them away immediately.
But you know, but the thing about it is, I think if you're honest up front, you will feel much better about that coming into that relationship.
No, I'm saying I'm agreeing.
But you don't want to scare them up front.
That's what I'm saying.
Not up front. I'm not talking about like,
hi, my name is Shelton. Hey, in my last relationship, don't do that.
Yeah, no, but you get the drift. But
yes.
But just make sure that you're able to take care of it. And man up, you know, and just handle that relationship. This is your relationship. You know, talk about those goals. Talk about the opportunities. Hey, listen, I'm not a good time management person. I don't manage time well. But guess what? Let her know all this stuff, you know, and hopefully she can help you. You know, helpmate. You know, so I think it's very wise to make sure that you find the right person. Anything else you want to share?
You said it all.
I said it all.
You said it all.
Okay, so this is the Heart to Heart collab by Keeping Up with the Griffin. If you want to participate, go ahead. I'm going to add these questions to the description of this video. Go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, share, reshare, binge watch us, do a whole bunch of other stuff if you choose to. But we definitely want to thank you so much for taking the time out to watch this video.
Yes, a shout out to the Griffins for doing this for a second year in a row. Until next time.
Peace.